Like, comment, subscribe. Welcome back to the channel. This reading is going to be for all Zodiacs. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to pull a card to see who you're dealing with. We're going to pull another card to see what type of time they on. And then the last card we're going to pull is to see if this person is worth your time or they're not. You get what I'm saying? All right, we're going to start from the top with Aries. Aries, who you dealing with out there? Who's coming to the front of the congregation for Aries today? Let's see. Who's coming to the front of the congregation for Aries? Yay. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I hope everybody is Gucci, ready for the holiday seasons. We almost through Scorpio season. The season of change and transformation. This could be a trying time for a lot of people. This could be a difficult time for a lot of people. For sure, Scorpio energy can be intense. Out the gate, we go start with Aries because I love y'all so much. Aries show me the most love as of right now. We go see if somebody show out and beat Aries today. Spirit, who's Aries dealing with? What type of time they on? And are they worth Aries' time, Spirit? Let's go. Let's go. Tell me something good. Tell me something good. Tell me that you like it. Yeah. Let's get into it. I'll be here singing to y'all all night. All right. Who you dealing with? Aries, you're dealing with an earth sign out there. We got King of Pentacles energy. You're dealing with an earth sign, Aries. This could be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. What type of time they on? We got the Magician card. This is somebody who's very resourceful. This is somebody who could be manipulative too. This person could be manipulative. I'm just getting, I use what I got to get what I want type of energy right here with this Magician card. Is this person worth your time, Aries? Yes, they are worth your time. Knight of Swords. This is somebody who, they're fair at communicating. They come to you. They could be coming to you with some sort of clear communication, Aries. They could be ready to talk. They could be coming in hot, though. I'm getting like a fast talker. Somebody that talk fast. They need to slow down. Perhaps here with this Magician card and this King of Swords or this Knight of Swords together, they talk fast because they're trying to trip you up. They talk fast because they could be trying to confuse you. They talk fast because they could be trying to run game. The quicker they talk, the less likely you go catch some bullshit that they're talking about. I love y'all, Aries. Taurus, who you dealing with? You guys could be dealing with a fire sign out there. We got the Sun card. It's could also be a Leo. Mainly Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus. What type of time they on? The Hermit card. This person could be a very caring person. I think the person that you're dealing with, they want to be of service. Taurus, they want to be of service. I do believe that your energies are, your energies are in sync for sure. This could be Virgo. The Hermit does represent Virgo. Hermes Trismegistus. So, real quick before we go, because the story of Hermes is rather interesting. So, when Hermes Trismegistus was born, right, he came right out the womb, and like seconds later, my man was crawling across the room, right? Crawled across the room and was like, Mama, hey, pass me a light so I can see these writings on the wall. And that's pretty much what is signified right here with the hermit with the light. This is Hermes Trismegistus right after he was born, asking his mama for a light. Mama, I need to see, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people like to say the hermit is on the top of some mountain or something like that. And, you know, it could, there are a lot of classic interpretations of the card, but for today we go keep it loose. We go keep it fun, right? So you're dealing with somebody who could, they could be a real analytical person. This is somebody that could be, they could look into things that doesn't necessarily need looking into. I feel like this is someone who could be over analyzing a situation. This could be somebody that's going through your phone. For real, for real. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. There's somebody who nosy. They're nosy, but they mean well. All right. Is this person worth your time? Yes, they are. Queen of Pentacles energy. They are absolutely worth your time. Absolutely worth your time, Taurus. They're loving. They're in love with their resources. They could be in love with their money, right? They could be real emotional when it comes to their possessions. They could be somebody that's they could get they could bent like they could get like bent out of shape. I'm just getting this is somebody who isn't necessarily they don't play well with others. They don't really like sharing their shit. They don't really like sharing their shit. But this person's worth your time though, Taurus. I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Gemini. Let's pull 3 cards. Let's see who you dealing with. Let's see what type of time they on. Let's see if they worth your time. Gemini. You could be dealing with a fire sign. 8 of Wands. This could be a Sagittarius. 8 of Wands do represent Sagittarius. Or this could be any fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. This is somebody who, they're straightforward. They're straightforward. I think this is somebody who charges in head first. This could be like a bull in the china shop type of person. But the funny thing is, Gemini, fire energy is like, okay, so I feel like a lot of times you don't, I feel like a lot of times you might not mean to attract these type of people in your life, but for some reason they're just like gravitated towards you, like a magnet. They just, it's like a bug and a bug zapper. You get what I'm saying? Like you're the bug zapper, they're the bug, like, or vice versa. They just, they can't help it. You know what I mean? A lot of times they're attracted to you or you're attracted to them to their detriment. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I feel like you need this type of energy around you. You need to feel stimulated. I feel like a lot of you Gemini, in a lot of cases, you want to feel you want to feel needed. You like to fix people. You like to fix people. You're like Geppetto's dad. Or is it no. You're like is it Geppetto's dad? Yeah, you just like to like fix broken things. Like you got a knack for attracting broken people, right? You got a knack for attracting broken people. In a lot of cases, you could be a broken person yourself. So, Gemini, be mindful that a lot of times we attract what we are. So, if you tend to keep attracting like broken folks, you might be a little bit broken yourself, right? I'm sorry to tell you. What type of time they on? Queen of Cups. Emotional. Hot water. I feel like this person that you're dealing with, Gemini, they could, they could be trapped in their feelings. They could be stuck in their feelings. This is somebody who's always focused on the past. Somebody's always focused on the past. It could be tough for them to move forward. They're stuck in their emotions. Interesting. Are they worth your time, Gemini? No, they're not worth your time, Gemini. We got the 4 of Pentacles. This could also be an earth sign. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You could also be dealing with the water sign here with the Queen of Cups. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. In a lot of cases, I like to read the Queen of Cups as Cancer energy, or not Cancer energy, but Pisces energy. I like to read the Queen of Cups as Pisces energy. They're emotional. They're stubborn. They're stuck in their ways. They want what they want the way they want it and no other way. Gemini. That's what I got for y'all. Love you, Gemini. Like, comment, subscribe. Cancer. Let's see who you dealing with. Let's see what type of time they on. Let's see if they worth your time, right? So we got the Ten of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign. This is somebody, well, Ten of Pentacles represents, where we at? Ten of Pentacles represents, this is Virgo energy. So this is somebody who wants to be of service. This is somebody who wants to, they want to be a provider. They want to care for you. They want to show you they care. This is somebody who could be very focused on their money and their resources. They could have not a lot of time for you. So in a lot of cases, they fill the void of their absence with gifts. What type of time they own? Strength card, Leo energy. They could be controlling. They could be controlling, Cancer. They could be controlling. This energy could work for you. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Strength card does represent Leo, but this could be any fire sign. Sagittarius, Aquarius. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. This could be somebody that's, they could be trying to control you. Cancer. They could be trying to control you. They could be possessive. Is this person worth Cancer's time, Spirit? Yes, they are. Yes, they are worth your time, Cancer. So, okay, so this is conflicting, right? Because, well, I'm sorry, guys. Star card. So, they are worth your time. All three of these cards are yes cards, Cancer. So there's no bad energy here. You could be dealing with somebody, again, the star card, Aquarius energy, the water bearer. You could be dealing with somebody who's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Aquarius is the water bearer, but for some reason, I just be picking up with Aquarius is that, like, they have no water. If you get what I'm saying. I don't want to say Aquarius is emotionless, but Aquarius doesn't necessarily operate on the basis of emotions and what they feel. Normally, Aquarius is they're very, they could be very headstrong. This could be somebody who's focused more on you versus focusing on themselves. I think Aquarius energy does work for a lot of you Cancers. But it could be to your detriment. It could be to your detriment. Cancer likes to, Cancer doesn't necessarily like to be controlled, right? But Cancer likes to be secure. So in some way, shape, or form that involves some sort of control and possession. All in all, Cancer, they're worth your time. This could be a major person in your life too, because we got 2 major arcana cards. This could be somebody who could really make a difference in your life in a positive way. They could teach you strength. They can teach you ways to shine your light on the world. This could be somebody that reveals your gifts to you, or they pull the best out of you. I feel like this is somebody who pulls the best out of you here with the Strength card and the Star card. ultimately, I feel like they want the best for you. Even at times when you might not necessarily know what's best for yourself or want the best for yourself. Again, overall, we got a lot of yes. We got a lot of good energy. So whoever this is that you're dealing with, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, could also be an earth sign, Virgo, but also Taurus and Capricorn. I love you, Cancer. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe. Leo, who you dealing with? What type of time they on? Are they worth your time? Spirit, what you got for Leo? Leo. King of Pentacles. Could be dealing with an earth sign. Mainly, this could be a Capricorn. This could be somebody who uses you. Or you could be of use to someone. You could be dealing with somebody who uses you, right? This could also be someone who wants to provide and protect. They are a protector. They are a provider. Four of Wands. They want to build a stable family with you. This person could be looking to propose to you sometime soon. Leo. You could be dealing with a fire sign. The Four of Wands in particular correlates with Aries. This could be any fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. You could be dealing with another Leo. But they're on some day they want to be with you, right? They want to be with you. They want to build something stable with you, right? They want to build a stable family unit. They're very determined. Are they worth your time? They might not be worth your time, Leo. They might not be worth your time. This card also signifies you. This is your energy, Leo. The Five of Wands. This could be somebody who's very competitive. Very competitive. This could be somebody who tries to outdo your ex. I feel like this is somebody who tries to outdo your ex, right? I feel like anything that like one of your exes did, they're going to try to like one up your ex, or they're trying to be better than a person you were with before. This could also be somebody that is competing for the spotlight against you. That's not necessarily a good thing, because you guys should be a team and not opposition. You get what I'm saying? Sorry to say it, Leo. I love y'all. Catch you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Virgo. Let's see who you dealing with. Let's see what type of time they on. Let's see if they're worth your time, right? Out the gate. Ooh, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. This person could be using you, Virgo. Plain and simple. This could be somebody that's using you. They know that you're somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve, right, Virgo? You're somebody who loves hard. You love hard, Virgo. And I feel like they are fully aware of that. They could be someone who tries to use... They could perhaps try to use things against you. I just feel like they're just... they could be very manipulative. They could be a very manipulative person. I'm getting... They could be using you for income tax. You know, income tax season this time is coming up. This could be somebody that's trying to get in good with you for the wintertime. This could be somebody that's just looking to shack up during the cold months. They're just trying to use you. For some reason, they're using you for something. I hate to say it. They're using you for something, Virgo. What type of time they on? Besides using you, The Nine of Swords. This is somebody that it could be driving you crazy. This person could be a headache. I feel like this person is a headache. This person is not good for you, Virgo. We got 2 no cards in a row. 2 no cards in a row. So I feel like I ain't even got to pull the 3rd card to see if they're worth your time or they're not worth your time. But we're going to pull the 3rd card anyway for you, Virgo. Huh. We got the High Priestess. They're hiding secrets from you. They're using you. They're hiding secrets. They're a headache. Nope. They're not worth your time, Virgo. I love y'all. I hope y'all get that figured out. Like, comment, subscribe, Libra. Let's see who you dealing with. Let's see what type of time they on. Let's see if they're worth your time, right? King of Swords. You could be dealing with an air sign. King of Swords. Even though Libra is the cardinal of the air signs, I really like to identify the King of Swords as Aquarius. I really do. I like to identify the King of Swords as Aquarius. To me, the King of Swords is the mastermind. You get what I'm saying? The Queen of not the Queen. The King of Swords is the mastermind. The King of Swords. This could be somebody who they could come across with they really got it figured out type of energy, right? This could be somebody who's mentally grounded. Yeah. What type of time they on? We got the 6 of Pentacles. This is somebody who they can be a very generous person. This could be a very generous person, right? Now, like I said, the King of Swords, I like to interpret the King of Swords as Aquarius energy. And a lot of times, Aquarius is like the rebel without a cause. The Aquarius is like the energy that wants to see the best for everyone. You get what I'm saying? They want what's best for everyone. And a lot of times, or in a lot of cases, they want things for people that don't necessarily want it for themselves. Again, it could be a giving person. There could be somebody looking to build something with you. I feel like they are whoever you're dealing with, they are an evolved version of themselves. This could also be an earth sign. You could be dealing with Taurus. The 6 of Pentacles signifies Taurus, but it could be a Capricorn, it could be a Virgo. All in all, this is somebody who's very generous, right? They could not necessarily be able to decipher who around them is worth them giving to and not giving to. They could find themselves giving themselves to the wrong people. But so far, we got 2 yes cards for you, Libra. Is this person worth your time? Ooh, 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. This could be somebody who is, they could be slippery. Let's just put it like that. They're slippery. And in a way I like to speak about people, they're slippery. You might got to keep your eye on this person. Because like I said, they here with the 6 of Pentacles, they could be giving themselves or giving their resources to the wrong people. Or they could have trouble figuring out like who to give to and who not to give to. When and who. Right? Again, a lot of you could be dealing with an air sign. The 7 of Swords does signify Aquarius. Jesus. Again, yeah. Libra, you could absolutely be dealing with an Aquarius. You could absolutely be dealing with an Aquarius right now, Libra. Or some sort of air sign. Are they worth your time? It's kind of up in the air. It's kind of up in the air. But you know what? Something else is funny, because when I think of the Seven of Swords, I think about this line from, I don't want to say it was the DMX song. I think it was Cisco and DMX. What do you just want from a if you guys know that song, there's a line in that song where DMX says something like, soon as I mess with a chick and soon as she start catching feelings, that's when I start stealing her shit and I'm out like a thief in the night. I feel like you could be dealing with somebody who might not necessarily know how to respond to somebody that truly loves them, right? So you could be showing this person love, or they could respond negatively to love, which is weird. I feel like you could start pouring into this person, and it could force this person to like pull away, which is very confusing energy. But the first two cards you got are yes cards. So this one is going to be to your discretion, Libra. You got to figure out if this person is worth your time or not. Spirit is not being clear about that one. Scorpio, like, comment, subscribe. We're going to pull a card to see who you're dealing with. Let's see what type of time they on and see if they're worth your time, Scorpio. First card out the deck, we got Five of Pentacles. This person could be somebody that's going through like some sort of hard patch, rough patch in their life right now. They could be somebody who is they could be somebody that is, how can I say this? They could be like a Debbie Downer, if that makes sense to you guys. They could be a Debbie Downer. Be careful with this person. This person could be somebody who might pull you down. This person could be somebody that could pull you down. I really feel like Scorpio. Scorpio can be a touchy sign, yo. Scorpio can be a touchy sign. I feel like in a lot of cases, we do like to fix people. I'm a Scorpio sun. We do like projects. Me as a Scorpio sun, I do have like a soft spot for bastards, cripples, and broken things like Tyrion from Game of Thrones. But in a lot of cases, let me tell you something, Scorpio. Do be mindful when you're pouring into others. You can never pour from an empty cup, right? So make sure you're filling yourself up in order to pour into others. What type of time they on? Ace of Wands. This person could just be here for a good time and not a long time, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a fire sign. You know what? I think this could like be up Scorpio's alley, depending on what deck in the Scorpio you are. We do have the, like I like to say, every zodiac sign has three faces. That will translate to the three decans. Again, you could be dealing with somebody that's going through a rough patch right now. I feel like the only thing this person has to offer you right now, Scorpio, is good dick or good sex. Like, that's all they got to really offer you right now. This could be the type of person that's like dropping you off at work so they can use your car all day. Hey babe, can I use your car so I can go to the store and get a couple filter tips so I can get some swishers? Like literally, like you holding this person up in life. You holding this person up. And like I said, me, I don't know about you guys, but me as a Scorpio sun, like I kind of do have a soft spot for cripples, bastards, and broken things. So this could be up your alley, Scorpio. Are they worth your time? We got the King of Cups. It's for you to decide, Scorpio. King of Cups. We are the King of Fall. So we are the King of Cups. This is a mystery for you to unpack, Scorpio. I believe nothing is is more fun than a good mystery for Scorpio. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good one. All right, Sagittarius, like, comment, subscribe. We're going to pull a card, see who you're dealing with, see what type of time they on, see if they're worth your time. All right, Sagittarius. 8 of Cups. You could be dealing with a Pisces, or this could be any water sign. This is somebody that is, I don't think they're overly emotional. I feel like this is somebody who might honestly be a bit like emotionally closed off. This could be somebody who's a bit emotionally closed off, and I'm going to leave it at that. What type of time they on? We got the 6 of Cups. A card of nostalgia. Also another water card. This could be somebody who's fucking with their ex. This could be somebody who's messing around with their ex. They could be playing both sides of the field. Like I said, this could be somebody who's emotionally closed off, right? So they're not necessarily concerned with emotions and how people feel right now. I feel like this is somebody who, they want to give when they want to give. They want to give when they want to give, and they want to give to what they want to give to. This could be somebody who's, they could be, that could be, slick. This person could be slick, yo. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. They could be slick. They could be real slick. You might have to keep your eyes on this person, Sagittarius. I feel like they can be very charming. They can be very charming. I feel like they could be saying and doing all the right things, but it could all be a smokescreen. Are they worth your time, Sagittarius? We got the Death card. Scorpio. No. It's time for a change. Time for a change. This person isn't the person. Let them go and be with whoever they want to be with. I wouldn't invest too much time into this person. Capricorn, like, comment, subscribe. Let's pull 3 cards. Let's see who you're dealing with. Let's see what type of time they on, and let's see if they're worth your time. Out the gate, we got the Judgment card. We got the Judgment card. All right. You could be dealing with the fire sign. This could be Aries. This could be Sagittarius. This could be Leo. This person is very judgmental. Hence the card, Judgment. They could be very judgmental. I feel like this person is... I feel like they're the type of person that nothing's ever good enough. I really feel like this is whoever you're dealing with. Capricorn is somebody you're going to find yourself like feeling like you're constantly in need of trying to prove yourself to them. They could want you to live up to some sort of standard or expectation they have set for you. What type of time are they on? Page of Swords. Yep, this person, I feel like this is somebody who, you're dealing with somebody who could, they could be, I don't want to say judgmental, but I feel like this is somebody who, they speak before they think. This could be somebody who speaks before they think. They could be immature-minded. They could be very, like, kid-minded or child-minded. I'm just building a plane as they fly it. They could be somebody who's, I feel like they have ideas or they have an idea, but it hasn't quite matured. They're working on some sort of idea, or they're pursuing some sort of idea that hasn't quite matured. This person could also use their words as a weapon, Capricorn. You could be dealing with somebody who uses their words as a weapon. They could try to hurt you verbally. Like we're talking like verbal abuse. This could be somebody, yeah, definitely with the Judgment card and the Page of Swords. It's somebody who's child-minded. They're immature and they're judgmental. I feel like they could say a lot of things to try to get you to act accordingly. I feel like they could be manipulative with their words. They could be trying to control you with words. But they could also be verbally abusive. I feel like there's somebody who could be verbally abusive here with the Page of Swords and a Judgment card. You could be dealing with somebody who's verbally abusive, or like I said, they use their words as a weapon. Are they worth your time, Capricorn? Do I need to even pull that last card? Do you think they're worth your time? If they're judgmental and they use their words as a weapon against you? Two of Wands, Aries energy. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your time. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who doesn't necessarily know what they want right now. I feel like they're trying to control you. And like I said, they could be verbally abusive. I feel like they could be tearing you down with words. They could be tearing you down with words. They could be making you feel less than. This is somebody who wants to hold dominion over you here with the Two of Wands. They want to possess you. Like I was telling somebody earlier, we can't necessarily, the people in our lives, we can't possess the people in our lives. A lot of people want to control people and be possessive. You can't possess people. You can only experience them, right? So this is somebody who's not yet, I'm sorry, excuse me guys, who's not yet evolved and understands the fact that like, you can't control me. And you're definitely not going to control no Capricorn. So, yeah, they're not worth your time. Aquarius, how you doing? Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to pull 3 cards. Let's see who you're dealing with. Let's see what type of time they're on and if they're worth your time. Out the gate, we got the 7 of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign. 7 of Cups specifically translates to the 3rd decan of Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. This is somebody who has a lot of options. You're dealing with somebody who has a lot of options. Aquarius. This is somebody who doesn't necessarily, they don't necessarily like to be told what to do. It's somebody who doesn't like to be told what to do. You got to keep your eyes on this person, Aquarius. This person could be manipulative. I feel like this person probably has some things going on. They got some skeletons in their closet. They could be holding secrets from you, Aquarius. I feel like there's things going on with this person in this person's life that you don't necessarily know of. Like I said, they had a lot of options. You could be dealing with somebody who's like promiscuous. I'm getting big ass hoe energy right here. I'm getting big ass hoe energy right there. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife or a house husband. However y'all want to translate that, right? What type of time they on? Besides being manipulative and having a lot of options. Yeah. We got the 9 of Cups. This is somebody who likes to live the good life. This could be somebody who, this is Pisces energy. I feel like this is somebody who, there's somebody who might just like to play the background. There's somebody who just might like to play the background. This person that you're dealing with they're dangerous. They're dangerous. This person is, like I said, they could be manipulative. They could be slippery. It could be something, they could have some skeletons in the closet, right? But on the surface, everything looks peachy keen, right? Everything looks hunky dory on the surface. Everything look good. Yeah, but I think this person has a lot of secrets. Again, we got more water energy. Again, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, but specifically Pisces and Scorpio. Is this person worth your time, Aquarius? Spirit is saying they are. Spirit is saying they are. We got the World card. You could be dealing with somebody who needs to feel like the world revolves around them. I feel like this is somebody who needs an ego stroke, Aquarius. This is somebody who needs to, how can I say this? They want to feel like the world revolves around them. They want to be in your inner circle. For some reason, I'm just getting, they want to be in your inner circle with the World card here. But ultimately, Spirit is saying, yes, they're worth your time. They could have secrets. They could have something that they're hiding behind a curtain. But Spirit is saying this person could be worth the bullshit they might take you through, Aquarius. I'm sorry to say. Hope you're a glutton for punishment. Last but not least, Pisces. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to pull 3 cards. Let's see who you're dealing with, what type of time they own, and if they're worth your time, Pisces. Out the gate, we got 7 of Wands. This could be a fire sign that you're dealing with, Pisces. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. This could be somebody who's very defensive. You could be dealing with somebody who, they could be jealous of other people. They could be somebody who is actually trying to keep you away from people for some reason. This is somebody who wants you all to themselves. They're possessive. They could be very possessive. This could also be somebody who would fight for you, though. They could be somebody who would fight for you. What type of time they on? 6 of Swords. They're mentally trying to move on from something. They're trying to mentally move on from something. I feel like they are at a point right now where they have done some sort of healing. 6 of Swords is Aquarius energy. They could have done some sort of, I mean, you could be dealing with somebody who can be egotistic at times. They could be distant mentally. They could be not willing to share right now. I feel like they could be trapped in their own mind right now. Six of Swords, I do think they love the way you think. They love the way you think. Pisces. They love the way you think. You could be dealing with, again, any air sign, but the 6 of Swords is Aquarius. This could be Libra. This could be Aquarius. This could be Gemini. They love the way you think. They really do. They love the way you think. They love the way you look at things. This could be somebody who has recently moved on from some sort of traumatic situation. This could be somebody who is in a process of healing right now. Are they worth your time, Pisces? Queen of Swords. Yes, they are worth your time, Pisces. Like I said, they could be somebody who loves the way you think, right? So, like, I feel like this could be somebody who you have very stimulating conversations with. Very stimulating conversations with. I feel like this is somebody who's on your level intellectually. And like I said, with the Six of Swords, I think it confirms it with the Queen of Swords. They love the way you think. For some reason, they love the way your mind works. This is a yes. This person is a yes. This person is worth your time, Pisces. I appreciate you guys joining me today. I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.